What's going on, my fish friends, fish people? Man, we added it one more time. I've been on the road uploading videos for you guys, trying to keep you entertained and learning some new stuff. Today's video is about my top 5 favorite fish, my top 5 favorite community fish. Not necessarily keeping these together, but fish that I just like right now in the hobby and that I need to get back to keeping. So we're going to start it off with number 5 going to number 1. Here goes my 5th favorite fish in the community for. So the Gourami fish can get roughly around 12 inches. The biggest I've seen them between 5 and 6 depending on species. Some have lived up to about 25 years. I think that is more for like the wild, to where in captivity I think it's roughly between 5 and 7. Some have kept theirs for about 10 years. The Gouramis are just beautiful fish. They have wonderful coloring, patterns. Most of them are very gentle, peaceful fish for a community tank. Some are a little bit more mild and can be aggressive towards other Gouramis, but they're just one of my favorite fish because of those little long tentacle things they have hanging underneath their belly. How you tell male? How do you tell this difference between male and female? Jesus Christ, that's hard to say. So males tend to get just a little bit bigger in size, and they also sometimes get the little lump, which is considered a Nugan lump or whatever they call it. Yeah, the Nugan lump I think is what it's called, or dorsal lump. I don't know. I'm not thinking right now, guys. But some of them get a little lump on top of their head. Also, you could tell males have pointier dorsal fins than the females, where the females are more rounded. They're egg layers. They're not too difficult to breed. What else? What else can I tell you about them? They have a personality. They will come up to the tank. They will follow you. You can possibly pet them. There's so many things about the Gourami that you can do and have. They fit in just about a 20-gallon tank, 29-gallon tanks. If you want to do more than just one Gourami, depending on species, you definitely want to go bigger. For an example, I have a golden Gourami. This is my golden Gourami right here. I believe she is a female, but probably could be a male, still growing. You kind of see the little lump on the head. The dorsal fin is a little pointed, but then rounded at the same time. But very calm, very peaceful fish. Likes to chill. Right now, she's in a holding tank, or he's in a holding tank until the 55 can get set up. She has shown aggression towards other Gouramis, but that was because I had 2 of them in a 29-gallon tank and not 35 and up. But they come in all shapes, colors. Some believe that the beta is related to the Gourami, seeing that they're both from Southern Asia. You can find them in Pakistan, Korea, and other areas like. Number 4, the neon tetra. They're a pretty easy fish to keep. They go just about with any fish and almost all fish. I've seen them in tanks with fish that can eat them and see them as food and still survive and thrive. They're a schooling fish. They look absolutely beautiful. They're easy to keep. They're very peaceful. They're blue and red. You can find them in other colors like gold and so on and so forth. What else? They only get about 1.5 inches, so not too big. Nice little chubby fish if you feed well. They're just awesome fish. I would say they do well in a 10-gallon tank, but you could put them in nano tanks, 5 gallons or so. But they like to be in schools, so you want to make sure that you're keeping them with 7 or more decent sized groups. That's where they thrive at. They eat just about anything that touches the water. They get along with shrimps though, so you don't usually have to worry about them attacking your cherry shrimps or your ghost shrimps, so on and so forth. But they love brine shrimps. They're freshwater. They do well with just plants. They live just about 8 years. I have kept a few for about 10 years, but they live roughly about 8 years. The neon tetra, the cardinal is what it's called, is one excellent fish. Number 3, the Plotty. Plotties look like mollies, and also what's the other ones? Plotties, mollies. There's one more I'm missing. Brain fart. But anyway, the Plotty is a beginner fish. It does well in schools. They get along with just about any and all fish. They're beginner fish. They're peaceful. They're high color, so you're gonna find them in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. They get about 3 inches roughly. They also, some say they are the ones that grow the swordtail. They're omnivores, but I see that they eat just about anything. They'll eat eggs. They'll eat bloodworms. They'll eat plants. They'll eat just about anything that touches the water. Roughly about 10 gallons. I prefer bigger because you want them in bigger schools, because they do just well with just other fish in general. But since they're peaceful fish, you kind of want to keep them with smaller other peaceful fish, because they can get bullied a lot by other fish. I was watching my I'll show you. My plecos are like cleaning the back of my snail shells, but they're kind of being bullies, making them go into their shell. Leave them alone, guys. Leave them alone. They were introduced to the hobby in 1907. They're also considered a common Plotty. Discovered first. What else can I give you? You know, it's just so much about the fish that's awesome. You know, one of my top fish. I kept them for a very long time. I've realized a lot of other YouTubers have them. They're just good fish, man. Number 2, one of my favorite all-time fish is the Guppy. The Guppy comes in all colors, all patterns. Just awesome, awesome, awesome fish. They're live breeders, meaning they breed like humans would. They don't lay eggs. The baby comes right out. They can have anywhere from just a few to 1,000 babies. You want to keep them in decent group sizes. With that said, if you are going to make a community tank of them and you are going to have multiple of them, you're either going to want all females or all males, or one male per 5 females. Because males are just wee dogs. They will breed non-stop. They do not care. So you want to make sure you have enough females to them. Oh man, what else about them? They're easy fish to keep. They're peaceful. They get along with just about any fish. They live roughly about 2 years to 3 years. I have seen them live about 4 to 5. Kept, if you keep them in very huge tanks and you keep up with your water change, diet, and all that good stuff. They would do fine just in about 5 gallons. I say 10 and up. They'll do perfect because you want them in schools. So guppies are very cool fish, man. They love plants, so keep them in planted tanks. They do good with sand bottoms, rock bottoms, just about anything wood. They're just dope, cool, calm fish. Very active. They all swim just about at the surface and also in the middle cavity of the fish tank. So get yourself a guppy. That's one of my top fish. Number 1, my first and favorite fish in the community, and that gets along with other fish, a bottom dweller known as the Coreycat. One hyper genetic fish. They do well in schools. They're beginner fish. They can go just about any fish that won't bother them. They stay at the bottom of the tank mostly. You will see them go up to the surface and swim in the middle of your tank here and there. They eat just about everything that touches the bottom of the tank. They're one of the best cleanup crews. I oversee them over Plecos and other cleanup crew fish. They come in all shades, colors, and styles. Anywhere from just 1.5 inches to about 3 to 4 inches. I have seen them get. Man, they love bloodworms. They will tear some bloodworms up. They live roughly. I say Coreycats are rough fish, hardy fish. They live just about 5 years, but they can live longer. I got a friend that has a 10-year-old albino Coreycat. He had it for 10 years. He bred it himself. If you keep them under the right conditions, they will live decent long lives. It outlived a lot of his other fish. Coreycats are just, man, gorgeous fish. Let me give you an idea, because I have some. Look at that Coreycat right there. Just beautiful. See it? It's looking for food, scavenging. You know, here goes. Spotted high fin Coreycat. Just look at them. See, they'll swim at that top surface. Very fast, agile fish. Here goes a common Corey right here.